Hi, my name is Tim Schmaltz. I am working on one of my latest creations. It's a sculpture of Padre Pio. It's interesting because Padre Pio is almost, well, I think he is considered the patron saint of confessions and the sacrament of reconciliation. So what I have here is Padre Pio. He was very famous for his confessions. I think 8-9 hours a day he would be hearing confessions. And so here I have this amazing, intense representation of the saint, and you can see how his one hand is reaching towards the window there. I'm still working on this, but you'll have his gloves. You can see I started working on his glove there. His other hand is resting on his heart, as if he's so intense listening to the confession, so deeply moved, so sincere in his listening that it's taken his whole soul. So it's a very beautiful gesture there, and it's very prayerful as well. I'm going to be adding a rosary right here and working on some of the details here, but I love the actual shape of the striations of the drapery here. I want to make this very much animated, so you can see here beautiful lines going on. Padre Pio has such amazing character in his face, very easy to get, very easy to capture for me, and it's a joy to capture the likeness of Padre Pio. But there I have him very intense, eyes closed, very prayerful there. The gesture is beautiful. Now, it was interesting because when I first thought about the challenge of creating a sculpture that will eventually be life-size to show the sacrament of reconciliation, I was challenged with the idea of, the popular idea of Padre Pio with the stigmata. There are some skeptics that will challenge the idea of did this really happen or whatnot. I read so much of it on Wikipedia, I just got sick of it, and I thought what I want to really do is show the sincere intent behind that stigmata. And I wanted to show the sincerity and kind of as almost as a teaching tool, the sacrament of reconciliation. Perfect. So as one approaches the piece, they see St. Padre Pio on the one side with his hand, his gloved hand, reaching out to the window. On the other side, you will see an open invitation for someone to sit with the chair, and then what you will see is, and I've just started this, is the Jesus figure with the hand, with the wound of being on the cross with the Jesus. So it's so powerful. It's like a lot of my sculptures, it's very interactive, and it also tells a story. So I think what it will do is when people first say, oh yeah, that's a sculpture of St. Padre Pio, and then what they'll learn about is the idea of the sacrament of reconciliation, where you have a sculpture of Jesus there through that window. And as you can see, as I'm working on this, it's almost the exact position of Padre Pio, capturing that gesture. Only with sculpture can you have such interaction, because it's three-dimensional. It's a perfect material to tell the story of not only Padre Pio, but the sacrament of reconciliation. So it's the same gesture, the shoulder leaning up, the hand reaching out. So what I envision here is that the piece works on this size, but where it really comes to life is when it is life-size, where someone can actually sit here on this bench and actually touch the hand of Jesus and actually touch that wound that will be sculpted in there. Very powerful piece on the idea of the sacrament of reconciliation, which is kind of a difficult to actually bring to life in sculpture. But because this is the patron saint of reconciliation, it works very well. And as you can see here, it's a really nice design of the wall here that forms into the corpus. And what I have here that I'm working on is the hair of the corpus. The head is down, so basically you only see the top of Jesus' head, because you actually see his face over here. So it all works together where the face is shrouded because the head is hanging low, but then you see the face there. So this is a piece that, unlike any other sculpture I've ever seen of St. Padre Pio, really tells a story about the saint and really challenges someone not only to become involved with the piece, but also to learn something about what this saint held so dear. So the model's almost done, working on details like the rosary, the gloves, the fingers, the intensity of the face, and also making sure that the Jesus face on this side corresponds exactly with the other one. But to work that emotion, to work that face is just going to be beautiful. The general design, very peaceful, comes up to the cross, is to this point almost finished. Again, more detail on the corpus, but you can see all the anatomy is going to be detailed here. And the hair goes this way, the drapery goes that way. So stylistically, the whole piece is very much unified with the different shapes around the piece. Can't wait till the model's done. The next step will be working on the life-size one. Thanks.